VMware training and installation ESXi. You first need the ESXi software. You can download it from the following link. You have to register at My VMware. You can download the free version and you will receive a license key for the simple ESXi. If you don't use the license key, you have a 60-day trial. Also download the VMware vSphere client from this link. Before adding the CD in the server workstation where you want to install ESXi on, be sure the processor is capable of using hyperthreading. You see an example of the BIOS of a system where hyperthreading is enabled. Add the CD in the server and power it on. The installer is booting up. A welcome screen comes. Hit enter to continue. Of course, you have to agree with the license agreements. F11 to continue. First you will see which hard disks are on the server. In this example you see a SATA disk and a Kingston USB disk. I will select the USB disk. This is preferred, as you can use the hard disk of the machine, the server, completely for the VMware virtual machines. You can even install without hard disk, then you can use shared storage. Select the default language. Default is US default. Click enter. Next screen will come. Install and hit enter. We have to type a password for the root user. This is the first user. It's very important. Don't lose the password. When you're finished with that, you're gonna confirm install. Press F11 to install ESXi. Installation screen will appear. Waiting. When the installation is finished, you will get the installation complete. Remove the CD and reboot. Just hit enter to reboot. After the machine is rebooted, you need to log in with the root user and password that you created a few steps before. Hit enter when the password is filled. Now we need to configure ESXi host. Go to configure management network. Set the IP to static. This is in my case preferred, but it can also be a DHCP with a MAC address, of course. But I would like to prefer static IP on the host because DHCP can be running in the VMware vShield Edge appliance. So then you don't have a DHCP server yet. Hit enter when finished. Apply changes and restart the network. Y for yes. Enable or disable the troubleshooting options. Go to that. Enable the ESXi shell. Then you can remotely go to the ESXi host via secure shell. Sometimes this is handy. Thank you. Open your VM client and log in with root and your password that you created. Then click connect. Click on install certificate and ignore. When your VM client opens, you get a message: evaluation license will expire in 60 days. This is normal because we didn't enter anything, so just click OK. The first message will be that your ESXi host doesn't have a persistent storage. This is logic because we didn't create any. Click to create a storage. Select the storage type. Disk or LAN is the first option, network file system is the second option. The second option will be discussed later in another course. Your local disk is displayed, select this one and click next. Select the file system version. Default is VMS 5, but you can select VMFS 3 for legacy support. Your current disk layout will be displayed, what will be deleted and what will be created. Click next. Now you need to enter a data store name and click next. Select the space you want to use. We now use maximum available space, but you can of course use a custom setting. A summary is displayed. You can review and click finish. On the bottom of your screen, the recent tasks, you can see that the creation of the storage is in process. When the creation of the storage is completed, the storage view will be opened and you see the storage which you just created in the view. Now click on networking. In the network configuration view you see vSwitch 0. This is created by default when the installation is done. What is also created is VM network and management network. We are going to rename the VM network, so click on properties. Select VM network and click edit. Change the network label to production network. You now see that the network is renamed. Click close. Now click on license features. You see that you are still in evaluation mode. That means that you have all capabilities of enterprise level. Remember that it is a 60-day trial. We now click on time configuration and go to properties. The time configuration dialog opens. Go to the bottom, NTP configuration and click NTP client enabled. Then click Options. The Options dialog opens. As you can see, it starts in General. Now click NTP Settings. We will now add an NTP server. Click on Add and type 1.africa.pool.ntp.org. But you can also see other NTP servers in Google. Select Restart NTP service to apply changes. Then click OK. Click on the tab Local Users and Groups and then right-click Add. A dialog Add New User opens. Type the login and the username that you want. Type a password and confirm the password. If SSH access is wanted, click Grant Shell access to this user. Click OK. Go to the tab Permission. Right-click Add Permission. A dialog Assign Permission opens. Go to the bottom and click Add. Select the user you just created and click OK. Go to the right and assign a role. Click on Read Only and you see Administrators. Select that one. By default, all roles are selected. Click OK. You now created a user with administration rights for the local ESXi host.